Okay, so you started getting other roles at that point. You
Yeah.
were in Sister for a couple episodes.
Yep.
Then you get on Smart Guy for 51 episodes.
Yep.
So you were a regular, recurring character on there.
Mm-hmm.
Was that like your first real like TV series? Like,
Nah. Prior to that, I did a show with Brandy on ABC called Thea.
oh, okay.
We were in a show together. It starred comedian Thea Vidal. And it was about a single mother in Houston raising 4 kids, 3 boys, 1 girl. And me and Brandy were on that show together. This is before Brandy became Brandy. This is before I Want to Be Down came out. Yeah, we were on that show together. So I had previous experience in the sitcom world prior to Smart Guy.
Okay. Smart Guy was a dope show, though.
Thanks, man.
It was
I
an
appreciate
iconic
it.
show. Everyone knew about him. Like, I thought that was a really cool character.
Thanks, man.
And then you get Drumline in 2002.
Yeah.
With my man Nick Cannon.
Yep, with Nick. Yep.
And I guess what I didn't realize was that Drumline was actually based on Dallas Austin's life.
That's right.
Who we recently interviewed as well.
Yeah. Shout out to Dallas. Yep.
So, it's kind of like, it's interesting how all my other people I interviewed sort of coming together on this movie.
Yeah.
And that was Nick Cannon's kind of breakout role.
Yep. It definitely was his breakout role. I remember when I was finally cast for it, and they made me aware of who else was like attached, and definitely who was playing the number 1. And I was like, oh, Nick from like Nickelodeon? And you're like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. And then when he got on set, and when he and I began like talking and establishing a rapport with one another, and he's telling me all this shit that he's doing, I'm like, man, goddamn, like this guy is,
Yeah.
like, word, you already got another, you're executive producing it? Yeah, man. And then at that time too, I think he was like signed to Jive Records. Mm-hmm. So he had 2 deals as a producer going. He had a deal with Jive Records that he had pretty much like negotiated along with his team, but he was very much in charge of his business. And then he had other things that he was like, planning on doing that he was, just kind of sharing with me. We were talking between takes, and in his just extensive amount of knowledge as it related to how to like break down deals. I was like, oh, this cat's on some other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he's like, he's talking that shit like, he's talking about stipulations in an agreement and what he's gonna make off of this years from now. And I was like, okay, he's eventually gonna become one of those guys.
Yeah, and he did.
He did. and you know what? Rightfully so. Let me say this too. Like Nick, I have a tremendous amount of respect for Nick. He's worked hard. He's never let his ego get in his way as far as his ability to make good sound decisions. He's never let his ego get in the way as it relates to helping other people, a la what you see with Wildin' Out, where he gives so many young kids, young comedians, even some of these IG models, you know what I'm saying? And an opportunity to get seen and to kind of establish themselves. And even people that he knows behind the scenes that he's given opportunities to. Nick deserves a lot more respect and credit than I think he does. I think a lot more people are becoming more aware of his contributions, and therefore they're kind of waking up a little bit now. But I still think that he deserves way more credit within the culture,
Yeah,
and with our peers all together, because he's done a lot, and a lot of people haven't been able to successfully do what he's been able to do.
well, this is something I think about sometimes also. I feel I don't get the proper respect from Vlad TV in terms of what we accomplish and so forth. Mm-hmm. And the conclusion I've come to a long time ago is that you just have to be happy with the check.
Well, yeah, but here's the other thing.
You have to be happy with the check, and let me tell you, Nick got that check.
He got that check. I mean, every time I see him, he pulling up in a fucking Phantom. Nick, can you throw me a check?
You have to be happy with the check, and the respect, will come eventually, one way or another.
Here's the thing,
maybe it'll come after you pass. It will come based on the work you put in.
The respect is already there. It's just people just don't like to show it. It's
that's what I'm saying. They like to hate.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, like even with your show, man, cats can talk all the shit that they want to talk, but if you go, you come on the show, You're not gonna get a guy that goes, "No, I don't want to come on the Vlad TV show. Fuck Vlad." You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
So honestly, and when it comes to Nick, you know, people can say whatever they want to say when he's not in the fucking room, but when he walks in a room, and if he comes to you and says, "Hey, you want to hop on? I'm executive producing this." What are you gonna say? No, fuck you.
No,
Nick.
you're corny.
You're a cornball. No.
I ain't doing it with you.
Exactly. Like so.
I'd rather sit on my
that's all
couch.
bullshit. Right. So that's all bullshit. At the end of the day, I think
Yeah.
people just don't openly give him the amount of respect that he deserves, and I think that's a shame because he's really doing some good things out here. So salute to you, Nick.
Yep, and he's rich.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.